Hey, welcome and thank you for joining me for this 30-minute green class. One of my Avita yoga teachers, Katherine Shoulders, reached out recently. She said, "Hey Jeff, what about a class for those of us who got the COVID booster or some sort of flu shot, those kind of injections that can come with a lot of stiffness and pain, sometimes even going into the neck, and it leaves us feeling drained and fatigued." So here's a class to help restore some of those symptoms, bring a little bit of gentle movement, all of which is going to help with circulation. I thought I might even put this class up on YouTube. So for those of you who have a hard time finding wall space in your class, we use the wall a lot in Avita Yoga. Maybe you have a chair, an ottoman, or the seat of a couch works quite nicely. Use a bolster or a firm cushion. Oh, and go get yourself some sort of strap, like a bathrobe sash, something about 5 or 6 feet long. Then you're going to lie back, put your legs up on the wall or over your chair like I am here. Pull the bolster underneath your head, knowing that that movement alone could be kind of tricky with the stiffness that comes with a shot. So we're just going to move appropriately with any stiffness. We're going to move with it, not trying to fight it. And then legs elevated, arms out in a T shape or toward a T shape, meaning they could be down by your sides a little bit, head supported. Find the shape, feel your legs supported by the chair, maybe your heels supported by the wall. If your legs are up on the wall, you're far enough away so that your knees can extend without effort. It might look a little bit like this. So you have about 10, 12, 15 inches between you and the wall. The shape should come with very little to no effort. Okay, the head is supported, palms toward the ceiling, arms resting heavy on the floor. Slowly roll your head to the left so the ear rolls toward the bolster, the chin rolls toward your left shoulder, and you simply feel those muscles engage in the left part of your neck, some of which go down into the shoulder itself. The right arm rests heavy. Feel the muscles engage that bring this gentle movement. So you're sustaining the movement. You bump up against the limitation of the movement, but you stay with it a little bit. Now, granted, this could be movement that generates a little bit of the pain that comes with the shot. Okay, let's not be afraid of that. Move into it ever so slightly, kindly, and then rest. Your head may roll back a little bit, but not all the way to the center. And you rest here. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes and scan your body for any effortful holding or tension. Let it go. There's no controlling the breath. We simply breathe easy in and out of the nose. So the lips are together, little space between your teeth. Feel the shape. Roll your head back to the center. In the same fashion, now we roll the right ear toward the bolster, right chin toward the right shoulder. With the head supported like this, there's a little effort in doing so. Now, whether the movement engages musculature adjacent to where the injection was, or if it's sort of stretchy around it, it's all right. Treat it the same. Be kind. Welcome this kind of feedback. So turning into it a little bit, chin toward the right shoulder, and then rest in the shape. Soften around the neck, soften around the shoulders. Soften your face, relax your jaw, breathe through your nose. Bring your head back to the middle. Pause a moment. Bring your arms down by your sides. Okay, bring the left knee toward the left shoulder. Interlock the fingers behind the left knee and sink into the groin, left knee, left shoulder. Bump against any resistance in the left hip. You just welcome that resistance. Relax your leg. Use your arms to support the shape. Feel the fold on the hip, the flexion of the hip, the low and mid back moving toward the floor. Once again, welcome any sensation that comes with sustaining the shape, whether the sensation is exacerbated by the injection site or not. We violate nothing. We violate no body part, and we include everything. Let your mind expand throughout all parts of your body. We are not pushing into pain. There is no gain that comes from that. We will bump into the resistance without fear. That's a whole different story. Okay, release your left heel up onto the wall or your calf up onto the chair. Switch the interlock of the fingers, just one notch over behind the right thigh. Sink the right knee toward the right shoulder. Fold on the groin. Feel the flexion of the knee passively. The weight of the calf muscle and lower leg resting on your fingers. Our lives and our movements get smaller and more narrow the more we drop into fear responses associated with the body. So we kindly use the movements to reveal the sorenesses, the limits, the inflammation, maybe even the degeneration. We just move kindly into these areas. And let the healing happen along the way. All right, release your leg. Palms rest on the floor, palms up near your sides. Rest a moment. Close your eyes. All right, and then push yourself away from the wall or away from your chair, whatever. Give yourself a little space. Don't need much. The knees will be bent, feet flat on the floor. Now find the strap. And open it up and put it around the ball of the right foot. Extend the right foot up and away so the hands are high, the knee extends. Okay, so the leg is elevated, the hands and arms are elevated. How much effort am I exerting here? Very little. So at first, if you're new to this, you're going to be using your fingers and hands quite a bit here. There may be a tendency to want to wrap the strap around your hands, which is okay, but with practice, you won't need to do that. Close your eyes. My right knee is the same height as my left knee. So find that place where the right knee is the same height as the left knee. It's a generous angle so that we don't stretch the hamstrings. We just drop into the knee itself, drop down through the bones into the hip. And let your fingers and thumbs and hands do the work. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Drop the shoulders toward the floor. Welcome the feedback. Welcome it all. Maybe a little willingness to let your fingers and hands tire a bit here. We'll rest in a second. Stay with it if you can. But don't fight the shape. Peace is the primary goal, always. Releasing the shape, bend the knee. Your right foot back on the floor. If you need the rest, just rest the hands. Don't shake them out. Don't try to get rid of the sensation. Simply rest them. Let the changes come naturally. We let the inner physiology do the work. If you're good to go, put the strap on the ball of the left foot and extend the left knee up. Heel away. Left knee the same height as the right knee. Same things, hands high enough so the shoulders drop. We're going to give some space for the shoulders to drop into, toward the floor, away from the ears. And you'll feel the release in the calf muscle, the heel tendon. Feel the release in the back of the knee, maybe a little compression in the front of the knee. Okay, if you happen to have any arthritis or those kinds of sensations there, those sensations are welcome. It's how we clean up the arthritis and degeneration of all the articulating joints in the body. Yeah, it's a practice for peace and mobility. All right, that's good. Releasing the shape. Set the strap to one side. Don't shake out your hands. Don't try to get rid of the sensation. Rest a moment. Palms toward the ceiling, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Once again, interlock your fingers behind the left thigh. This time, guide the knee toward the center of your chest. Right from the beginning, aim for the sternum. Sink into that space. Don't violate the limit. You welcome the limit of the hip and groin, the same as you welcome the sensation in your shoulders. All right, that's beautiful. Release your foot. Release your knee, foot to the floor, that is. Changing the interlock behind the right knee. Right from the beginning, aim the knee for the center of your chest. It's a whole different approach than going for the right shoulder. Kind and steady as you go. Yeah, whether the obstacles are physical, as in a little hip sensation or knee sensation, or maybe some sort of thing in the shoulder, the injection site, whether it's a physical sensation or a mental blockage, like some sort of fear or even a sense of sadness or whatever kind of thoughts come up, they're just as welcome. It's our yoga to let them come up and give them to the light. Okay, lower the right foot to the floor. And now, set your bolster or your cushion aside, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Fold your strap in half twice. So you have something that looks like this. You can grab it about shoulder width apart, your head on the floor, arms up toward the ceiling. Firm your grip. Welcome all the feedback. Move slowly. Feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Slowly, slowly lower overhead toward the floor. Now, is it stiffness that stops or slows the movement, or is it some sort of restriction in the shoulder? It matters not. We treat them the same. And if you get to a stopping point, if your hands and arms stop somewhere in space, then there's where you remain. Let the healing come through. The goal is to heal. The goal is more circulation, more mobility, more freedom of movement. See how different those goals are than trying to touch the floor? Let the shape shine on the feedback. Let it shine on the sensation. Now press the feet into the floor a bit. Feel your low back move into the floor. Feel the breath move into the rib cage. Front, back, sides. Keep the throat open. Breathe through your nose. Firming the grip. Reach away some. Don't fight the shape. Peaceful presence is inevitable once we welcome everything. Okay, slowly raise your arms. This time, raising up, let the head of the humerus sink into the floor. Let the shoulders sink down, shoulder blades sink down. Now, it could get a little shaky, a little uncertain here. Slow down for those shaky areas. It could be moving through quite a bit of stiffness. Slow down for it, no rush. Lots and lots of time. Lots of a very generous mindset with yourself. Okay, and then once your arms do come back up where they feel perpendicular to the floor, let's pause here. Feel the change in circulation, a little challenge on the circulation in the arms and hands. Feel that. A very soft, soft grip. Just enough to hold the strap. Okay, releasing. Set the strap to the side. Okay, and then we're going to have the legs up one more time. So scoot in so you can have your legs supported, head on the cushion, arms out in the same T shape, this time palms down. So the palms down toward the floor, toward a T shape. Extend the elbows, engage the triceps, roll the shoulders away from the ears a bit, move the palms and the base of the fingers toward the floor. The cues are all directional in nature. You don't have to accomplish them, you just go in the direction. Now slowly turn your head to the left. Nose towards your left hand. Reach through the right arm. Spread the fingers. Press into the right palm. Reach away, find any stiffness, or find the connection between your shoulder and the movement of your neck. Kindly touch into that stiffness. Okay, maintain the shape and rest. Bring your head back to the middle. Reach again, spread the fingers, open up the thumbs, draw the shoulders away from the ears, base of the first finger toward the floor. Okay, roll the head to the right as you reach through both arms, but emphasize the left. Feel through the left shoulder girdle as you roll your head, nose towards your right fingers. Don't be surprised if it gets a little nervy. Okay, just work with that feedback. Don't push it. Be with it. Okay, diminish the effort, but keep the shape. And bring your head back to the middle. Open the palms toward the ceiling. So thumbs roll over, fingertips toward the ceiling, spread the fingers, reach away, shoulders down away from the ears. Press the back of the head into the bolster a bit, chin up. Just this, reach from your center, from your heart, through your shoulders, through all 10 fingers. Move a little breath into your backside, behind your heart. And as you exhale, diminish the effort, rest heavy. Effortless in the shape. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms up. All right, now push yourself back, roll onto one side, come up to a comfortable seated shape. Rest your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and soften into your structure. No rules. Close your eyes. Give your torso, give it over to gravity. Just enough effort to stay a little bit upright. Simple. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you found this practice helpful. Bring your hands to your heart. Outer expression of the inner yoga and the healing we find looking within. Namaste.